Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of You, Me, and ICED. I am your hostess, Dedra Stevenson, and I'm joined by my absolutely fabulous producer and co-host, Mr. B, of Free Talk with Mr. B. And my co-host for today and possibly for many other episodes to come, Lene Pieters, who is a wonderful editor and NFT artist and mixed media artist and many, et cetera, et cetera, et ceteras. I'll, let her explain to you. Why don't you tell everybody about you, Lene?
Hi there, thanks, Dedra. So I'm a South African living in Dubai for 18 years already, and I have many hats that I wear. So I'm a paralegal, I'm an artist, also mixed media and NFTs. I'm also currently editing and co-writing the nifty encyclopedia about NFTs with Elise Sam and her tech and authors team in America. And I'm working on various other commercial projects as well. And I'm very glad to be here.
Fantastic. And we have as our special guest today, Mr. Humaid Alblooshi. Humaid, can you hear us okay?
Yes, I can.
Hi, Humaid. Oh, so great to see you with us. And thank you so much for taking your time to join our podcast. I know that the bio about Humaid is going to be in the description for this episode, but I'll let you tell us a little bit about you. What should we know about you, Humaid?
Being in the media industry for around 20 years, around 2 decades, and it's been a journey for me, and of course, a lot of experiences, a lot of people that I met, and especially in different industries, different verticals, and of course, very happy and honored to meet very high profiles, of course, which was absolutely an honor. Plus, meeting people from the film industry and also like yourself. And what are you doing? And it's been a great pleasure to learn from a lot of people. So my journey of experiences is all about learning from people. That's what I believe in.
That's very good. That's a great philosophy to have. And today I think you have a special love for what we're going to be talking about today, and that is documentaries and autism and promoting autism awareness through all kinds of digital media platforms, documentaries and the like. Have you, I think I posted a link to Lemonade, my film, on the group chat. Did you guys get a chance to catch it? I know you've seen it, Humaid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lené's watched it. Did you manage to catch it there, Mr. B?
No, I just started, but it didn't continue.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I'm sure you'll pick it up later on. And I just say, from making that film about my son, it was quite a risk, putting out such a personal experience, about your own child with autism, in a digital format like this. To sort of share it with the world, something that a lot of people would consider to be something very private. But the thing about autism is that, for me, from my experience, I felt like it was something that needed to be shared. It was something that needed to be shared with the world so that they could experience it as well. Anybody who would be interested in having a look, because autism needs to be talked about. What are your views on that, Humaid? Humaid? Hello? Uh-oh. We might have gotten a little bit of
Sorry, you're breaking up. I think I lost you.
That's yeah, okay. Are you back with us? Oh, okay. I see you moving now.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so I was just asking you, what was your opinion about putting your personal story, there in a brave sort of way to, to make people talk about autism more.
Yeah, I think we should be very open talking about this. Autism is not, a crime, or we should call it something to be afraid of or to be hesitant talking about. It is a God's gift, so it's a God's gift. So that means we need to take care of it, and it's another world that we need to get into in order to learn from them, from the autistic people, and to understand what they how they communicate. Instead of them coming into our world, we don't need to force them to come into our world to do a proper communication like we do normally. It's always a pleasure to see an autistic child, how creative they are, and we always should take a look at their positive sides. There might be something extraordinary that we need to search for and find out what their what talents they have. We have seen a lot of talents, as you know, if you go and look into the autistic creative artists, autistic talents, autistic singers, autistic players. But there are some of them that there are some of them there who are very severe. Like my son Humaid, for example, he is very severe, and it's very difficult to deal with him. But we need to make sure that we learn from that and be very patient and understand and talk about it in media, and try to find a solution, talk to the governments, talk to the authorities, and see what are and come up with, brainstorm with them, come up with ideas, see what can we avail for them and how can we make their life easier.
Yes, I 100% agree with that. I mean, but let's think about other ways as well. I mean, what can we do as people to make other people care about it? Because one thing that we have problems with is getting people to care about it when they don't have somebody autistic in their family. I mean, what do we do there? I mean, how do we put a face on this so that people, I say the civilians,
so there's a bad connection. Maybe I have a bad
actually
connection.
I think it's your you guys are hearing me and seeing me okay, right?
Yes.
I think it might be your connection, Humaid. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you are.
I can hear you. We're back.
Okay, that's much better. I think that's much better. But yeah, one thing that really bugs me about the whole thing is that we need to find ways to put a face on this so that people will they'll not shy away from talking about it, and they'll care about it more, because let's face it, people don't talk about things openly and honestly unless there's this has to do with them somehow. What do you think about that, Lené?
Well, I think if someone would take the initiative and sponsor a year-long documentary filmed and broadcast every week, once a week, people can get to know the participants. I would recommend between 3 and 5 families with autistic children have a weekly check-in, film a few highlights, instead of reality shows showcasing the other side of Dubai. I don't want to name names, but it just happens to be that certain companies believe that they can make more money by showcasing certain more popular concepts instead of showcasing real people, and they can make a difference. We could have people living in the UAE, we could have one Emirati family, we could have an Indian family, we could have an American expat family. There are many families here with the same struggles, the same infrastructure issues, the same support system that does try sometimes, but still doesn't hit the mark. And if it's broadcast in various languages and subtitles, and even short clips shown in front of the cinemas, instead of previewing a blockbuster coming, showcase a little 5-minute reel of what this person's gotten up to this week, or little achievements that they've done, and make them household names, because that's when they become part of your circle that you care for. And then more people, I think, they will want to be involved.
I love that idea. I love that idea. And especially, because the thing is that these kids, and not only just the kids, the adults with autism, some of them can be very charming to get to know. And I don't mind putting it out there that my son is one of them. I mean, like Humaid's son, my son is also considered to be on the severe side, of the spectrum, but Ibrahim is a charming young man, and he is lovely, and he has a smile that will melt sunshine. Honestly, is gorgeous, a big fat cheeks and a gorgeous big smile and a big teddy bear kind of look, and when people see the weekly update of what Ibrahim is up to, I think that makes them feel, happy. It makes them feel a little bit, it's like you say all the time, Mr. B, it's part of the art of giving back, it gives people a little feeling of warmth in their heart, right?
Yeah, Humaid mentioned even with his son that there's challenges, but not everyone has the same level of challenge. And individually, our way of giving back, he says, Humaid said, we need patience in a lot of cases, whether
Yes.
it's a parent or a member of the community. And to be a participating member of the community, we all have all kinds of different ailments. And so we need to take our mental ailment and kind of help ourselves cure our mental ailment by interacting or giving back to someone with autism, or being patient enough to hear, to listen, to learn, to understand. About a year ago, when I did the book release, there was a charming young lady on stage presenting the art of giving back concept as we were releasing the book. Her name is Pia, and I always wanted her to come on this program. I haven't had a chance to get it done yet. But
I remember that.
Spoke so eloquently to where the guest of honor, the Shika Joher, stopped the entire program, and she said, "That's what I'm talking about." And here was an artistic, some level of autism on stage talking about what does it really mean to give back and what was learned going with her parents. And the idea that it was such an eloquent presentation that no one saw it coming, and no one would have known this young lady could be so creative, so amazing. And it's one of those things that we use as an example in my personal life. And there are probably many stories of creativity sitting there, and it just goes unnoticed unless, like Lené says, unless we put it out there every week or something, And so
I think that idea that you came up with for a little update before movie trailers is a great idea. That could be really a thing, I was getting ready to do a follow-up for Lemonade called Lemonade Moments, another documentary, about lemonade. And it's a phrase that I've kind of coined, lemonade moments. Let me explain to you first the concept of the name. Lemonade is based on the American expression, when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade, right? I mean, that's kind of the way it is when you have a disabled child, you make the best of what you were given, to handle. Now, lemonade moments, as I explain them, are those sweet, precious moments of pure happiness that you actually can have raising someone like this in your house. I mean, when Ibrahim, for example, honestly, when he laughs out loud about something and he has that hearty sort of bear laugh that he does, blah, I mean, it just wow, that's a lemonade moment for me. I'm almost happy to the point of tears. I mean, just I want to cry, I'm just, my heart's about to explode, honestly. And when he learned how to add for the first time, I mean, an autistic person learning how to add. Imagine that. I mean, he's got 3 on the paper and there's 3 on the paper and there's 2 in your head. So 3, and then you count the ones in your head, 4, 5, and he's like 5, and then I mean, it just makes it makes every cell in your body go crazy with happiness. That's a lemonade moment to me. It's like, oh my God, that's a miracle. I literally just watched a miracle that moment. That is the lemonade moment. And honestly, I'm trying to, I mean, sadly, the film, the team, that was behind it dropped out, so I'm looking for another one. So if there are anybody who wants to get behind another try at Lemonade Moments, get in touch with this gal, because I'm ready to rock and roll on that. And I loved Lené's idea, was part of it actually, that I was going to put together families like Humaid and different nationalities, which the UAE is so unique in that, that we've got nationalities like crazy here, that we have no shortage of different nationalities. We can literally represent something that is worldwide here. So there's that. But TikTok, I think, is another option as well. What do you guys think about that? What about people putting out TikTok videos? Any feedback there?
Yeah.
Have you seen Abrahim's TikTok?
No, I said Humaid is online again, so see if we can catch him.
Yeah.
Hey, Humaid, there. Are you hearing us now?
Hey, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Yeah,
buddy.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. So it's been I like the ideas that you were talking about, and also I'm so sad about to hear about the team dropping out. I know they have their own commitments, but we can always find good people around this and bring them back to do such a great. It's a great initiative to be a part of, and I'm one of them. The only issue is that I'm between Muhammad's tasks and the family tasks, and also my work. I would definitely participate in a way that to bring in people together. So I do have a couple of people that I can talk to, and if anyone's listening to us, definitely they would be happy to be a part of this. But for me, with the what you
Oh, cutting out again there, buddy.
happiness, a few little. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Now we
Yes.
can. Yes.
So the lemonade. So we want to bring back the lemonade, and we want to bring back those put in those ideas and thoughts. I think TikTok is really a good platform because it will definitely create the awareness, because we have to
Oh, a little bit of freezing there.
can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you now. You must be having
Okay,
a
so
desert
TikTok is a
weekend.
good platform. No, it's not a desert weekend. It's I'm actually outside. I don't know. There's something wrong with the signal over here. So
The
I'm not
Wi-Fi.
sure
Oh,
how. Yeah,
that's okay.
my connection is really. I don't I didn't expect this, but that TikTok is a good platform. We need to, I think, utilize every platform
Yes.
or which can add value to do the awareness or create the awareness. So definitely, I would love to do some TikToks for Muhammad as well.
Yeah, oh, well, try it. I encourage everybody to follow Ibrahim on TikTok and make their own TikToks, because we need to get more content out there. I think the more we push content about these kids, the more people will see how special they are, that they do have lives, and they do have desires and wants, and they also want to be part of the world, and sometimes, like you said, Mr. B, they can do miraculous things. I mean, when Ibrahim came out to greet the audience after some of the screenings of Lemonade, you would think that a boy with his severity of autism could not do that. But he was so proud of himself. You should have seen it. You should have seen him come with his 2 caregivers, stand in front of the audience after the film and say, "Hi, everybody," on the microphone. It was just a blast, honestly. I wish I had had the foresight then to have somebody recording him saying that, so I could put TikTok videos of it out now. But I didn't know TikTok was coming at that time. But
And that's
Lemonade.
it's one of the points that's made, that some people say that we take for granted a simple function of a motor function that we have available to ourselves. And when someone else with a limitation like autism, it's like a grand accomplishment to take certain things that we take for granted to do.
Yes.
And so our awareness of this, I mean, we tend to, as regular humans, we tend to run away from what we don't know and don't understand. And the awareness will help us to know, and will help us to understand about the various limits or limitations, or the various abilities and accomplishments. And so when you look at it from both spectrums, it should let everyone know what is being done, what can be done, what are some of the limitations, and what are some of their accomplishments. And so that awareness is a definite, and whatever platform, like Humaid said, whatever platform we can get it on, get it on.
Absolutely, absolutely, because there's still so many people out there who still don't even know what autism is in the first place. It's just surprisingly, Any other wonderful revelations, Lené? Because I know this gal here is the creativity source right here.
I was actually just thinking if there is a kind of motivation chart that you could write your own milestones, and then they could get to put a sticker on it, and we can call them the 7-star kids, because for them it's 7 stars worth of achievement, which is 1 star for a normal toddler, and because they're so varied, if it's an achievement for them to be able to put on a shoe by themselves, there's no pre-printed charts that would cover this, but I think if we can maybe all create a type of template that the parents can download for their 7-star achievements, and tie that with Ibrahim's chart or something, or the 7 Emirates support the 7 stars kids, we can make a whole campaign out of this, because we have the world's only 7-star hotel. So why not the 7-star kids?
All right, there you go.
I love that. See, I told you Lené's got ideas like crazy out there. It's wonderful what people can do when they brainstorm, is it not? I mean, and these things can make real differences in a society, I mean, if anybody thinks that that's not true, all they have to do is remember that my little film that I made with some students at ICED University, who everybody in the film was doing this by volunteer. Nobody, it was not about money. It was not about anything except putting out something wonderful into the universe. It actually paid off, because the Dubai government, came back with an answer. They screened Lemonade for all of the mental health society. That means people working in mental health, like psychologists, doctors, the therapists, teachers, and everything. I mean, and they basically had a think tank. They called the think tank, "My Name is Ibrahim," after my son. because of the film, and they created a golden standard of treatment in Dubai, and they made it law. So actually, this little film actually stimulated the change in a law.
Very cool, very cool.
So I will never stop being proud of that. That it actually did change something. So never ever underestimate the power of a little documentary or a little TikTok video or a little YouTube video. I mean, whatever you're putting out there with your best intentions to the universe, you never know how it's going to pay off and make someone else's life a lot better, especially kids like these people with autism. You know, they really deserve to have people like us speaking for them because they can't say these things for themselves.
Any closing word from Humaid?
Thank you so much. I think it's a pleasure to be a part of this. Definitely, Dedra, thank you so much. Thanks to you as well. And I think we're very enthusiastic and very motivational about what we want to do and how we want to create awareness about autism. There are so many ideas that I have. We can share them. Definitely, there's some is to go for hiking, to pick one of the autistic children or the autistic kids who actually can go for a hiking trip, and then promote the whole hiking of just after his name. And every time you go there, you promote autism and his name, of course, so that they become very proud. They become very happy about them being in the limelight, and create all that about them. Basically, there's so many elements that we could involve all these autism kids in order to create awareness.
Mm-hmm.
We did a children's cancer campaign at IMG World, and I was just about to tell you that I can talk to the brothers, the Galadari brothers. We can actually bring autism children to IMG World, and they're open for ideas. So that is one day that we can celebrate.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Humaid. Now, see, the wonderful things can happen when people put their minds together. See, love it. Any closing
Thank you so much
comments from you, Lené?
I haven't discussed this with you yet, but let's just make it public right now that Ibrahim is going to be releasing 7 very special NFTs for 7 special corporate sponsors to be the 7-star sponsors of the autism movement in the UAE. And keep an eye out on social media for that. We're still going to decide who gets to contribute. Maybe we'll get some other of the autistic kids who are creative to also contribute to these mixed media pieces. And yes, sorry for jumping in on this and announcing before discussing with you, Dedra, because we have been sort of too busy to iron out the details. But I think that 7 special sponsors deserve to lead the way and show the rest of the industry in the UAE how it's done.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
And such a wonderful conversation. We make sure we share it with all the affected and everyone who needs to hear about these things. I have a couple of my own. And so we will keep doing this and other similar conversations. So thank you, Dedra, so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. B. And thank you, Humaid, for joining us today, and Lené. And, let's always use our creative powers for good this way. That's part of what Yumi and ICED is all about.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Thanks for having me.
See you next time.
Bye.
Thank you.